You can easily do what I am doing. I am much older than you are. Now how do I do it? I am man of prayers. I believe in prayers and I pray and meditate. I pray and meditate not to become a weightlifter or a bodybuilder or a musician, a singer or an artist. Far from it. I pray to God to manifest His will in His own way. When I pray for His victory on earth, He inspires me to do certain things. So I live towards in order to please Him in His own way. When I pray, I get inner messages that I should be of service to my colleagues who are over 50 or 60. I am now nearing 69. So these people have given up hopes. They feel that their lives have ended. But God wants me to be of service to them and say, no, you can have new hopes, new inspiration, new aspiration, and new promises to do something great and good for the benefit of mankind. There is only one message. God wants me to inspire people in each and every walk of life. According to my very limited capacity, He is trying to inspire humanity. So when I play music, when I sing, when I do artwork or weightlifting, I have the same message. Only I would like to be of service to God, the creation. He is God the creator, He is God the creation. You are God the creation, I am also God the creation. So God the creator wants me to be of service to Him, to God the creation in each and every human being. There is a very close link. We cannot. Let me answer these questions in two parts. First of all, I meet with world luminaries, these important people. As you know, they are known as great politicians, supreme politicians. But I am not a politician. Politics is not my forte. I go to them as a student of peace, and I feel deep within they are also longing for world peace. So I go there as a student of peace, and they're so kind to receive me as a student of peace. Here we are aiming at peace, and we never discuss world politics because he knows I do not know even the ABC of world politics. But they have a genuine hunger for world peace as I have. So we talk about world peace. There is no world politics involved. Now, when I lift heavy weights and I pray and meditate, what is the link between the two? There is a very close link. The physical and the spiritual must go together. Inside the body, we believe in soul. Inside our inner existence, we feel the presence of God. We need a church, and inside the church is the altar. I am an Indian. For us, we call it a temple. Inside the temple, there is shrine. If there is no temple, there can be no shrine. If there is no church, there can be no altar. So both are interdependent. They need each other. The church needs the altar needs the church. So here the physical and the spiritual must go together. The spiritual is inside. So the physical, the spiritual has to come to the fore to be of inspiration and guidance to the outer. So I try to keep them together. They depend on each other. The physical and the spiritual, like the church and the altar, like the shrine and the temple, they must go together. If there is a church and there is no altar inside, people laugh at it. Then where are you going to keep the altar in the street? No, they have to be inside the church. Therefore, I give due importance to the physical and the spiritual at the same time. There was a time when I was a good athlete, according to what Indian standard in my youth. In my adolescent years, I disliked weightlifting vehemently. I was of the opinion that weightlifters are muscle bound and it will decrease my speed. But now the opinion is completely changed. Here I've been seeing in America and elsewhere, they are very, very strong muscle. They are very muscle bound. Their muscles are so powerful and they are running faster than the fastest. But in the olden days, there was theory. If your muscles are developed, it will slow down your speed. So now, at that time, I was an excellent athlete, but I did not do weightlifting at all. But here, now I don't have to do running because my right knee is badly injured. And as I said before, I depend on the inspiration. I do things in accordance with my inner guidance, inner guide. If you are one with God's will, means God's grace, there is nothing impossible. The other day I said in one of my messages, then mountains appear only to disappear the moment God's grace descends. Mountains is obstruction. Mountains appear only to disappear the moment God's grace descends. Means God's grace appears, the mountain disappears. So here also, if I am serving God's will consciously, prayerfully and soulfully, if I am serving God's will and I am aware of it, then I feel there is no such thing as impossibility. Impossibility is in the mind. The moment you go beyond the mind, there is no such thing as impossibility, because mind is constantly contradicting its capacities. Mind is this moment, mind is telling me that you are a very good man. Next moment, my mind can tell you a very bad man. But the third moment, the mind will, heart will say, who am I to judge someone? He is also God's creation. If I am good, he is bound to be good. He is bound to be good because you are also God's creation. So since you are God's creation, how can you be bad? But my mind is so bad, my mind this moment will judge you as a good person, next moment this weakens me. But the heart says no, he is God's creation. The gentleman who is interviewing me is also God's creation. So he is also as good as I am. So there's no contradiction. Then I have inner strength. Because mind is contradicting, heart does not contradict. Heart once loves you, it is all over. So there is all positive feeling. Then when there is positive feeling, there is no difficulty. But the mind contradicts itself. You are good, you are bad, you are this, you are that. Who is that? The mind has no right to judge. We have not come into the world to judge human beings. We have come into the world to love and be loved. And if you love, then how can you judge someone? I have no goal. Sometimes by way of joke, I have many students, as you know, I tell them my goal will be 500 pounds or something like this. Is all by way of joke. My goal entirely depends on God. I use the term supreme. He sets my goal. Today, if he asks me to stop, I'll be quite happy. But if he wants to continue, if he wants me to continue, I will continue. I have lifted, as you know, 400-pound bench press and 400 seated, and seated calf. I have shown 1,050. But now I can do quite easily 1,200. 1,200 pounds I can do, and 400 I have done a few days ago bench press, but now this morning I did 430. Okay. But again, I'm saying I entirely depend on His will. It is quite good to 430 I have done this morning, and also this 430. But I do not know how far I'm supposed to go, and I'm not concerned about it. I feel that since He is inspiring me, it is His problem, not mine.